Okay, guys. I'm going to back something up that I've just done for the guys in the squad and for a meet. So it's a little salute to you. Let me flick this over. And just if you are kicking about, I can kind of show you where this is. So I've put an update in already, and it's saying sell it, and it's saying selling it for around 7 pips, give or take, okay, which is there. It's range bound, so I've got to be a bit careful, and it's a bit of a risky trade. So again, I've got to be careful. Now you've got to bear with me because this is all live, and we're getting ready to go into market. Okay, so that's here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is first of all I'm going to measure out to see if I've got enough room to get my 7 pips. So measuring tool, just do 7 pips on there. I've got 7 pips, yeah, so I can go to market pretty much any time now. Just going to drop a fiver in, just going to put it underneath there, just drop in an arbitrary target. There we go. Okay, so what's the essence here? What am I doing? Well, it's quite a simple process. Right, it's gone into market. We've put an order in for about 8 pips. So I know it said 7, but it's 7 as a minimum, and I'm stepping it back somewhat. So remember that it's a minimum, not a maximum. And I'll just look at the conditions of the market. Now, if I just pull up my sheet, here, what I can see is, just so that I can explain it, we have JP is incredibly strong. I've got the euro middle ground here. But if you look at FinViz on the daily, it's actually at the bottom. Okay. But this particular way I do strength is across multiple time frames. So it will be different. But on the daily section, it's not a million miles off what FinViz is saying for the day. Okay, but this is across multiple time frames down into trigger charts. Okay, it's my own interpretation, which is why I don't share it, and I never will. But it gives me a good gauge. The change of strength, again, what we can see is an increase in JPY. It's gathering pace. Okay, the euro's lagging behind, but it's still there. So this is why it's risky. Okay, because there is some strength coming into the euro, which might affect this. So how do you combat that? You target effectively. Okay, so that's where the 7 pips comes from. And the way that I work that out, I look at daily ATRs, and then I do a division, and I get to a minimum wave point. And these are the waves. Okay, so I only want a little bit of it. So I'm on the assumption that it's going to sell off. And if it's going to sell, where's it going to go? Well, it's going to come to this level. Well, if it gets to that level, it'll bounce, and it could bounce up. So I'm just going to take my profit. That's what this is. And this could be
dinner.
It's dinner. Ta-da! What have we got today? I've got ham and cheese.
With an apple.
An apple. Because I'm on a health kick, boys and girls. If you look at the other channel, Scruffy Adventures, you'll see me trying to transform myself from Shrek. Well, that's not really going to happen, really, is it? Into like a little Shrek. So, this is in place. I am happy to stage this up to this level here. And that'll reduce the exposure and increase the upside. I know most people don't get that about going backwards, but it genuinely does work. Take this out to the hour. Why would I consider this to be selling? Well, looking at this, who wouldn't? Straight up, straight down, broke through key Fibonacci's, looking for this, which happens to line up with a key Fibonacci running straight through it. It's a safe trade. So I'm going to have my sandwich and play this out. And this one is for you, a meet. Let's salute. Okay, guys, I'm going to kill this off now. Just do it in one go. Just go onto there and just go pop. And it's done. Let me explain what's happened here. Because the data that was coming out at 1:30 was predominantly US based, there was going to be a shake in this market. There was going to be a big shake in the market. But it wasn't going to be catastrophic to the point that's going to throw the market mental. Now, if I was watching sort of EURJPY, because it was all predominantly US data, then I'd have been a bit concerned. You can see the new spike come in here. Let me expand that a little bit. Here, all right. The dominance of the market is still down. If I push this out to here, it hasn't really shook it at all. It's just a short-term burst. So the premise was correct. I was willing to go up to this line, and then if it got up to there, I was wrong. But it never really went against me too badly, and that's the beauty of staging in. Now, I normally have rules around staging in of 1, 2, 3 is trade. They all go to full target. 4 get out where I got in. 5 just get out. I was reasonably confident with it, so all I was going to do was look for the 5th to get back to roughly where I've come, and that's why I killed it before it went to target. And it had also paid me a damn sight more than what I needed. So there was no reason to be a hero and try and hang on to the trade. Now, as you see it come down, I was probably right to pull it out where I did, because I am watching it on that screen there as well. It showed it was at a stretching point and it was time to get out. And there's your result. So I don't need to do anything anymore, and just make certain, yeah, got all my tickets out. So again, it's all about the planning, the homework, and being confident with your trade. Now, there's all different ways you can look at the markets. My general view, and it's something I stick to pretty much all the time, as long as I've got the direction right, it'll forgive the bad entry. And then from there, until that narrative changes, if it continues to say it's selling, I will stick into the trade, I'll stage into the trade, and I'll manage the trade to its conclusion. And that conclusion is either the target on a level or a monetary amount. And in this case, it was a monetary amount based on the staging back rules of it hit 5, so you get out when you think it's a good time. And that's it. So there you go, mate. That was for you and for the guys in the squad. And as always, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.